hello, let's get back to making JKChat mobile application. It's the application where you can connect a game server and chat suddenly. And yesterday we managed to make displaying chat from game, this chat, and now we'll try to make an input block, and if it won't take a lot of if it doesn't take a lot of time, then we will also make that block with the choosing type of chat. So for now, let's start with the simple input block and some button that will send our message. So the conditions for inputting is game can display up to 140 symbols, if I remember correctly. So we'll have to limit inputting here, and yeah, and while we're typing the message, then the whole input block will have its size changed by height. So just like flexible by height. Say team. I'll just say max say text is 150 symbols, and say2 message name. Yeah, name is counted separately. At first I thought name is included in 150 characters, but it's not. Then the whole message is not limited. I mean, the name is not included in the message. So yeah, we don't need to make extra counting, subtracting player name. So yeah, get back to making the app. So at first we have to make view model changes in view model, and it's gonna be one property for input and one command for sending a message. And so yeah, let's get to chat view model, create a new property I just realized. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, it's okay. So it's gonna be string because it's just text. String type of string. And it will be let's call it just message. Property will be called, oh no, type of string, message, no, string, message, message, yeah. Message and set property, set, oh I mean set property ref message and set value. I don't remember if I explained, but let me re-explain. Oh, re-explain what set property means. Set property inside itself gets a reference of this value and sets a value to this. Basically, it's like message equals assigned to value inside set property method. But set property is needed because it has to call property changed, notify. It has to call property changed or something, and that event has to be called with the property name, so it will be a message of this property, and all the subscribers to that property change will get the notification that value of that some value is changed. So set property just does that inside itself. That's how basically binding works. Set property just sets some value to local variable that is also related to that property, and inside itself it calls notify property change or property change. I don't exactly remember. And all the subscribers, in our case it's chat_vmodel is chat fragment, is subscribed to all the changes in chat_vmodel, and then we can bind them and subscribe to all the changes. That's why when we set some items, then items are displayed when we add new item. Then it also calls observable collection, call some notify property change, like item change, item added, etc. And MvvmCross, its set property is a method of base view model that is method of that is class of MvvmCross, and also inherits from mvx notify property changed. Yeah. Set property. Yeah. And each implements interface that is identify property change. Yeah, just property changed event. It's probably hidden when it was inherited here. Property changed. So yeah, the main thing is it implements identify property changed interface, and the object that subscribes to all the changes check if our view model implements that interface, and then it can easily subscribe to a property change event. That's how basically binding works. So yeah, we created message property, and before that we used binding so-called source to binding one-way binding. So everything that we defined in view model is displayed in our view. So it's one-way binding. There is also two-way binding when we do some changes in view, and they are also got changed. They also get changed in view model. So it's called one-way to source. From view model to view is one-way binding, and from view to view model is one-way to source. There are also a binding time that is two-way. When view model change a property, then some property has changes in view, and when view make changes, then property in view model also gets changed. And input field will use two-way binding. So everything that will be changed in view model also will be displayed here, and vice versa. Everything that we type here will be translated to view model property message. And we can explicitly make such binding like two-way, like this, and similar in layout. But in case of this view, and that view will be edit text. When binding happens to edit text, then it is automatically two-way. So we don't need to explicitly mark it as two-way. So yeah. Okay, I think I made some explanation, and we have to create a command to bind to a button. MvvmCross command. Oh, public send message command get private set, and let's initialize it in constructor chat new MvX command Oh yeah, I'll also explain one more thing. It will be, let's create two functions, send message execute and send message can execute. Generate method and generate method. So it created send message execute and send message can execute. What it means, that function of this that is passed to that command will actually do some execution when we click to button, then that button will call this command, and then this function will do some execution like sending message. And second function is send message can execute. That means if we can add some conditions when we are unable to click on that button, and so if we add some, as you can see, it receives boolean. It requires to return boolean. So we have some options when we are unable to send a message. It's like I see two options. Is when input field is empty, and second option is when we are not connected. So yeah, let's check this. Can send message can execute only valid if string is null or empty. Message when it's not is null or empty, and when status equals connected. Also, what I wanted to do yesterday is instead of setting boolean, we don't need to return. Yeah, and then we don't need to, yeah, and then instead of checking connection like this, we have a special property in game client itself, like if game client connected. Oh, I mean game client status equals active, then subscribe and set local status like connected. I'll have to remake it in the future because we also have to make it subscribe to disconnected, connect, intelligent, connected, primed, that all will be marked as connecting, and active will be marked as actually connected. And we have to subscribe somehow, I have no idea how right now, to our local status property from game client property status. And as you can remember, that property status is bound to this status subtitle view. So if I did that right, when I assign status to connected, then it will be changed to connected. Okay. Because yeah, that view is bound to status property. So we implemented can execute condition and need to implement send message. And to implement this, let's get back to client, add reliable command. That function will actually add some command like say team, etc. And we need to make some public wrapper around this command. So let it be like public void. How it's called in the game? It's defined somewhere. CMD common. Just execute text. Yeah, execute, yeah. Okay, we can just name it execute command, and it will accept some command in string. And it will add inside itself just this and reliable command cmd. Yeah, it's disconnect false by default and it's unused. I'll probably use it in the future. It actually just checks it checks if we executed a lot of commands, and if we are disconnecting, then yeah, if we for some reason lose a connection and receive some acknowledgement from the server that actually, I don't know how to explain this. So we send the server to the server some commands, and we tell the server, and then server sends us back the number of acknowledged commands, and so vice versa. We receive from server a number of acknowledgement server commands and send it back to server. So if we for some reason lose this synchronization, like we will have one more acknowledged un, who created that word? So if we just lose a thing of acknowledged commands, or we just executed a lot, but server still didn't respond, so we will reach max reliable commands, then we'll just try to disconnect ourselves. Yeah, client command overflow. So we keep sending new commands to the server, and server doesn't respond, and when we reach the limit, then we'll just try to disconnect ourselves. And if it's disconnect command, so it's like disconnect, then this is set to true, and then it tries to send the last possible command, disconnect to server. So server will acknowledge that we disconnected. But if it didn't receive that command, that whatever, we tried to disconnect at least. So, but it's a bit too complicated for now, so I didn't bother implementing it. So yeah, we've created some public method to execute some command, and we actually add this command to a queue, and then when we send our user message, when we write packet that we're gonna send to a server, we add some, when we execute command, we add reliable command, we add to reliable commands array, let's call it just queue, and then when we send a packet to server, we add as much new reliable commands as possible. Something like this. I mean, as much as new amount was added. So the new amount is the last that server knows, plus 1. We're starting from this and until new amount. So we probably added something like chat, scores, who is. Okay, so let's get back to execute command, and let's call it from send message execute. So game client execute command, and it's supposed to be say in future we'll replace say will certain selected mod like common, team, private. But for now it's just say, and it's gonna be how is say is done on client side. I think it's say in quotes. Say. I think it's in console. Console, yeah. Message mode. No? Yeah, con message mode. No, it's just when we're typing. Chat field. Wait. Oh yeah, like this. So it's gonna be just say quote and ending and new line. Okay. Say quote, new line. And between quotes we're just gonna put our message. Message. Something like that. And that command will be added to queue. And in the next frame it's gonna be, or in the current frame it's gonna be executed. Okay. I think everything is done on view model, so we can get back to view. And view is chat page. So it's gonna be a block on bottom. It's supposed to have a shadow, and if you want to have shadow on previous Android version before Android 5, I think, yeah, 5, then we have to use Android X card view, and that block will be so-called card view. Card view has elevation, card elevation, and setting card elevation will add some shadow. But the whole design of this screen is going to be probably linear layout, and first item of linear layout is this recycler view, and second item is this card view. Okay, so we add some linear layout. It will have it will take the whole screen, much parent. It will have items inside. As you can see, I only put recycler view inside linear layout, and I left loading outside because loading is put just above linear layout with its content, and it's all inside frame layout. They are added like layer on layer. So in frame layout, first layer is linear layout, and above, as a layer loading is added. So first item is recycler view, and second item is card view. Android X card view. Yeah. By width it will take whole screen, and by height it will be wrap content. And the content will be for now it's gonna be just horizontal linear layout, horizontal, with the first item input view and second item button. So first linear layout, we'll take whole and height will be also wrap content, and orientation horizontal, and two items. First item is gonna be edit text with much parent, wrap content, and minimum. Oh, okay, never mind. That linear layout that contains input field and button will have a minimum height of 48. Sorry, 48. So linear layout, even having height wrap content, will have mean height equal to 48 dp. And now, since we have some height for this content and the whole card view, because card view has wrap content and linear layout has min height 48, then card view will also have 48 height. And oh yeah, orientation. Oh, vertical. And we need to now, as you can see, recycler view takes whole page, and the card view is not displayed because it's like out of bounds, because first item takes whole page. And then we have to set some weights to our views inside linear layout. So card view will have layout weight 0, I think, and recycler view will have layout height, layout weight 1. Yeah. So 0 has higher priority and it will be always visible, and recycler view will take the rest. All the weight layout gravity fill Okay, never mind. Gravity won't make any difference. Okay, so we put card view. We need to some elevation for card view. Card elevation. It will be, I don't know, what elevation? What is it here? Android. Elevation 4. Okay, let's try 4, but I think it won't be enough. So yeah, we edit text. It will be input field, and let's add button. By button supposed to wait. Yeah, the whole frame for button is 48. By height I could say much parent, because parent minimal height is 48 for this linear layout. But as you can see, when we type more text, that button is supposed to stay on the same position. So we have to actually set width and height 48 by 48. So yeah, 48 dp, 48 dp. Where are you? Oh, we have to set weights here as well. So it will have weight layout weight 0 and layout weight 1. Right? Yeah, now button is shown. Button, edit text. Yeah. Oh, now we need to add Arial font. I think it's default, one of the default fonts in Windows. Windows fonts, Arial. Okay, let's open project. Resources, font. Just copy Arial. Wow, it copied so many Arials. And which one do we need? Actually, we need just Arial, normal. So not bold, not anything else. Okay, with Arial. Add existing item Arial. I'll let it be Arial regular. Create new item data Arial. And let's copy something from OCR. Arial. Arial regular. And it's gonna have weight 400. Back to chat page. Edit. Let's stylize. Okay, input type will be just regular text. And let's put some text. Tools text. Test. Multi-line. Oh, okay. And we need to lay out button on bottom, so it has to request layout gravity bottom. Yeah. And edit text will request layout layout gravity center vertical. Yeah, I think it's gonna be always it's gonna always fit that height of 48, but in case it's for some reason gonna be less than 48, then it will be centered. Okay, so button, edit text. Need to stylize edit text. Need to set font. Let's look at other chat item, for example. Text view, theme. Oh. Okay, I have to create a new style then. Styles. Oh, right. Background. Is it the same? Yeah, title, background. Color. Item background. Oh yeah, it's just toolbar color. And chat block will also have the same color, right? 32, 35, 44. Oh, it's different. What? What? Oh, it has different color, what the fuck? Okay, I will talk to the UI designer. Okay, let's just copy from here. Okay, we have chat block. Then we also has to have some write a message hint has to have another color, more gray out, but for some reason it matches the color of message. So for now we won't set any color for hint, for placeholder, since as I guess it's not completed. And here we have to create color is C8, chat. Oh, it's not chat block, it's message block. Chat is different. Message block and message text. So that's block and that's text. Yeah. Save. Back to styles. And let's create some message text. It's gonna be message text. It has size of 15. SP, and it's Arial regular. Okay, save style and apply style in our chat page. We'll also add a hint color to that style in the future, but since we don't have, we have it's not finished, the UI in this color, then we won't touch it for now. Yeah, theme set style this. Our message text 15 regular. Also we have to set background at no, it doesn't have any what, any input underline. It's just like empty typing. It will have just cursor and a hint message. Oh, when it's short, how will it look? Yeah, it looks really short. Yeah, as I told, when it's centered, it will be when it's less than 48 dp, and it requires gravity to center vertical, so it's centered. Alright, so it has some padding like 10 10, and it has some padding to. It doesn't have padding to this left button and this right button, I think. Let's find the container. Yeah. Oh, does it have? Frame 7. Oh, okay, it has 7. Okay, let's set so margin top 10 dp, margin bottom 10 dp. 10? It's 10? 10, 10, yeah. Margin left 7 dp, and margin right 7 dp. Yeah, looks fine now. So, by the way, in style that we might here, we can put actually any of those properties. So we can just copy all layout, margin top, bottom, etc. to this style, and they'll be also applied. But if we have any other similar message text, I don't know. Well, I usually prefer saying layout explicitly in the layout itself. And theme is usually like, yeah, I could put background to regular. Input type there as well. Yeah, let's put them. Background, input type, styles. Item, Android, background. I don't know. Item, Android, input type, text, multi-line. Right, let's copy to make sure. Yeah, and they will be applied. So let's not set them. Okay, so now we need to create binding. I think I finished with the styling. Text color is set. Oh yeah, we have to set background for the whole layout. It will be color message block. It's still not generated. Message block. Oh, we need to stylize button. It also have like background. No. Without background null, it has some material button. But now we don't need to have material button. We need just icon. icon. Oh, let me show you some interesting thing. Probably it has to be image button. Yeah, and we have to set image source. And let's use search as well as we used. Where we used it. Serial list item. Yeah, we used icon menu search. Okay, let's use this. Chat page. Yeah, source. And no. Search. Okay, let's use this and another one as two sources for two states of button. As you can remember, ChatVModel has a command that will have a method that will execute the command and a method that does not checks a condition if a command is executable. And for state when we cannot execute a command, we have to have a special state of the button when we cannot click it. So the button will have two states, when it's enabled and when it's not enabled. And for this we'll use special drawable, and we will use special drawable called Selector. And using Selector we can set different values for different states. And for state selected and for state in default state we'll set different icons. Let me show how it's done. XML. Send button states. Send button icon states. Or just states. We don't necessarily to have to use just only icon there. We can set everything. Icon, background, just anything. And selector. Yeah. Item state state enabled true. Oh. Okay, let me check another project how it's done. Maybe it can only apply to oh well, I think I'm doing it right. So when it's selected, it's not selected, it's enabled. When it's enabled, then we'll use this drawable, and when it's not enabled, false. Then we use this drawable. It wants XML namespace. No. Okay. And we will set this state, this send button states, this file where two states are defined. We will set it to icon, so it will be just drawable send button states. And feature of image button and MvvmCross binding is that when it's bound to some command that has can execute method, then it will switch enabled and disabled states for this button. So we will leave MvvmCross to do that logic for us. So yeah, and we just bind that command with app mvx bind click message command. And edit text we bind to message property. Text. Even formatted text. A text formatted. Color text. Message. And we can type actually message with the color codes. So I think that's all. I definitely think I missed something, but let's try to launch and see if it works. Message and send message. Sorry. Send message, come on. Hmm. Okay, I guess it doesn't know some of I think it doesn't know that resource. Oh, it doesn't know this resource. Okay, I understand. Okay. It has to be chat serial list item. It has to be this. Not just search. Let's try now. What again? Okay, let's then fully clean and rebuild. Okay, then the issue with the probably first probably this first icon. Okay, let's find some another icons. I don't know. Check page. Add star. Let's find some star icon. Okay. Star big on. I'm just seeking any placeholder icon temporarily. Oh, let's use this. Okay, back to send button states, and states for enabled will be star. If it doesn't work again, then I made selector run, and I need to go to some googling to Android documentation and see how to use selector. I'm using it from memory. I don't actually remember, but I think that's how it's done. No Oracle? Okay. Again? It doesn't respond. Um, oh yeah. Is it down? Is Oracle down? Okay, let's try Office then. Chat, no, server list, view model, Office. Office doesn't respond as well. What the hell is going on? It goes crazy. No, Office is fine. Oh, I think yeah, it doesn't ignore case, so it was seeking with the lowercase o. Okay, yeah, Office is now displayed. Let's connect. Okay, I guess I create send button states wrong. Let's look to another project and see how to actually make states drawable. Button states, Android drawable, drawable, and just Android drawable, the drawable, yeah. Should be okay now. Oh, that should be just maybe star on and star off. And let's get back to chat page. Oh, it's even get previewed. What if I say enabled? Oh, I think it's disabled. Active. I don't remember. I think you can set enabled or disabled in code only. Okay. Let's try. Place. Okay. Disconnected, connected. It could change. Why it still displays underline? Oh, I think theme wasn't applied because text color didn't change. Let's see it actually sends any message. Not sure I did anything. Hi. Does message change? No, it doesn't change value. Why? Because text formatted, maybe? Oh, yeah, convert and convert back. You know, yeah, color text value converter has convert, but convert only works when we bind one way from source to from view model to view, and when we bind two ways we have to use convert back. So convert back, right? So we'll have to convert a spannable to just string. Can we just use value to string? And I wonder why style didn't apply. Maybe instead of using theme I have to use the style? I'm lost a bit. Chat page. Oh, wait. Oh yes, let's apply just style. Maybe. Okay. I need to see chat model if any value is set to message. Disconnected, connected. Oh yes, seems like style is and value is set, right? Yeah, because convert back worked. I can't see anything. Oh, I think okay. Color. I didn't set actual color. Message text. Yeah, I just copied, but I didn't set color, and it's gonna be. It's gonna be C8. C8, C8, C8. First, let's start and see how it looks. Yeah, typing works, but for some reason cursor always stays on the left. I don't understand why. Can I send? No. Why? because state didn't change. Is can execute even called? Oh, right. Each time I change value in message, I have to check if it's actually changed, and then I have to explicitly call. So if I set value, then send message command. I need to notify that command that it can check any changes. So each time I change message, I have to call res can execute changed. And same goes for this. Oh no, not for this. For status. Status also can execute, depends on message and on status. So we have to check can execute changed status every time we change message with set property and status. So if we set property, for example, if we set the same value, like status would set had status connected, and we again assign connected status, then set property will be false, and that if condition won't will be false, and then can execute change won't be called. So actually value didn't change because it got assigned to the same value. Yeah. So every time status property or message property changed, we tell our send message command to check if it can execute. Now I wonder why cursor goes to the left all the time. I need to Google this. Maybe it's a common problem. I probably have to bind it not to wait, just yeah, seems like due to MvvM cursor always gets reset. Oh yeah, exactly my problem. That issue is still open. Then I guess I'll use that that solution. Um, Current value on convert. Maybe I just need to store. Is it spawnable? And then compare if spawnable to string equals to value return uh, equals to current value, then return, then spannable and current value to string, then return current value. I guess, I don't know. I just realized I have to parse out spawnable or not. Okay. Oh, seems like binding doesn't work at all. I mean converting. Maybe. Okay, let's for now not use a converter for edit text. And just bind it to text, chat page, text, message. Let's try. Disconnected, connected. Let's try to type something. As you can see, now send button state changes. Exception. I think I know where the issue is. It's probably because I try to set from UI's thread something that on another thread. JK client. This. Can I reach this? Yeah. Can I copy it to CMD? Is CDF, right? Yeah, and now I cannot assign a value to this. What should I do? C code. Let's try if it works. Disconnected, connected. Hoba. Again. I guess it crashed, right? Yeah. So, But it didn't catch any error, did it? Net client. Yeah, I don't understand why this is not catched. Oh, it crashed. The whole app has crashed. Okay, I see. Then how? How would they add a reliable command? Or maybe it's the issue is the same as it was in here, like this. So unsafe. So what we need to copy to here. This reliable command. Then we will access it here. Cmd length, and it will just this. And let's reference marshalling namespace. Yeah, it's interop services. Okay, yeah, maybe problem wasn't in synchronization, but was in actually copying array. Disconnected, connected. Oh. Yeah, multi-line works as expected. Send. Exception thrown. Okay, that's better. Message. Attempting to access an element as a type incompatible with the array. Where it's thrown from. Inner exception. It's thrown from message 116. Message 116. Message 100. Oh, the same issue. Okay. And if I continue execution, okay, the game client crashed, but the app didn't array copy. Find all. Array copy this. Oh, and the rest are fine. Only this is left. Okay. And this is as byte. Okay. So we'll we will use fixed what? Fixed byte B. No, BB. Reference from B array. And Marshall copy from S the start index 0 to B. And length is L plus 1, I think. Oh, just L. Is here int pointer. Oh, it has to be BB. It's pointer. Oh, we usually have we had issues with converting byte to S byte, but now we're converting vice versa. So we have to SS S SS from pointer of S byte to byte. S byte. Pointer of S byte. What? What? Oh. And offset has to be set for array. Right? Okay, I think I've done it fine. Correctly, I mean. If it works now, then... Well, it seems working because write string is called in write pocket only. So it actually added new reliable command. That new reliable command that we added here I think it must work now. Hi. Yes! Oh, I think after sending a message I have to clean this. Yeah, it works. Hooray. Cool. Yeah, let's clean after sending. So get chat view model. Where are you? Chat view model. So after sending, we just message string empty. Cool. And what I wanted else, I also wanted to, yeah, messages cleared after sending, and then what? Okay, let's define some hint. Message chat page hint. Oh no, it's edit text. Hint. Write message. Write a message. Yeah, it's write a message. Okay. Oh, I also wanted JKChat chat view model. I also wanted when we navigate back from this view model, we have to disconnect our client. So we have to here is connect and here is disconnect. And how would we do that? I don't remember there's any closing parameter. View destroy. Internet. Yeah, it's probably view destroy, view finishing. Okay, let's try this. View destroy. If view finishing. View could be destroyed if we minimized our application and system decided to destroy it. But after navigating back to application, view will be recreated. So when view destroyed, but because we just minimized, then it's not finishing. But if we navigate back from this view model, then view will be destroyed with finishing. That's the difference. So game client disconnect, and we can check for null. Game client stop, and stop will stop execution of this, and probably we have to make it disposable, so we'll have to unbind view socket, IP socket. Does it have any thing like unbind? Bind, close. I have to close socket. Oh, I know what to do. Let's open original game and let's see how they finish net system. vnet net shutdown. Net config, enable networking. Okay, false. Then stop. If stop IP socket is not a close socket, it's just WinSocket function. Yeah. Then we'll just have to close socket. That's all, really. Okay. So let's make it disposable. I could actually, instead of using disposable, could create my own like shutdown method, but the feature of disposable is that I can use it like with the using keyword, but basically it's the same. Dispose. This socket, close. What? Oh, timeout. No. Okay, if it's not null, then close it. And let's do the same in net client. Make it disposable. And let's clean some shit. this net system is not null, then dispose. And since our JK client inherits from net client, then we can just call dispose in our view model. So we disconnect, we stop, and we dispose. And we can just remove any references. Oh, it cannot be nulled. No, it could be. Can be. Okay, and let's start the game so we actually see we disconnected. And let's start as well. So yeah, connected. Write a message hint. Hi. Yeah, it's displayed. Hello. Yeah. And let's try to disconnect. Will it disconnect us? Exception thrown. Did it show disconnected? But why exception thrown? Object reference and instance of object. Where? Close. Where is it? I mean, yeah, inner exceptions. Right bucket. Uh, 313. JK client 313. Oh, net channel is no. Oh, when we set clear connection, we set net channel to null, and then we set state to disconnected. Actually, we have to set status disconnected after this. We can just lock on net channel, I guess. Net channel, right pocket. Yeah, it said it has issue here, but for some reason it didn't set it. The net channel object is null here. It didn't set here because we called disconnect from one thread and said called clear connection. It said net channel null, and it happened between this operation and this operation somewhere at this moment because it's called from another thread. And let's then what? I guess I'll just check using status like check status switch this status case disconnected. Why red? Good. And then we will clean everything here, but only when has clean if clean or even clear. Yeah, I think it's the only way, at least for now. Alright. I could probably make that interface of synchronization some changes a bit better, but we don't really need much rather than connect and disconnect and execute command. That's really all we need. And from the inherited class we need start, stop, and dispose. That's all. So it shouldn't be available for public usage constructor. Yes, so chart view model, it now should disconnect without issues. Connected. So let's say hi. Hi, hi. Let's reply hello. And now let's just disconnect. Again, exception. What again? Cannot access a disposed object. Oh. But why? We call stop. We call cancel. Okay, let's just dispose it. I mean, close it with some timeout. Let's say like 2 seconds. Is it milliseconds? Timeout. Circuit close. Seconds. Can you show in English, please? Oh. Wait up, timeout, seconds. Okay, then it's just 2 seconds. Maybe I have to shut down instead of close. If you need to call close without first calling shutdown, you can ensure the data queue. Oh. when using a connection orient. No, I think close it's fine. Shut down only if I need to receive and send something that's not sent, but everything that while I'm shutting down the game client, I already sent everything that I needed, and I don't need to receive anything. Why is it delayed so much? Oh no, it's synchronized now. Connected. Hi. Yeah, after sending message, it now clears. Hello. Bye. Goodbye. Again. Cannot access this post object. Inner exceptions. Where? JK client, net system 41. Net system 41. Net system 41. Oh, okay. I don't really understand why this is called. Because it's called inside Git bucket is called here. It's run, and run is run here, and it receives cancellation token source, and when we call stop, then we call cancel, right? Yeah, we call cancel, and that whole task is supposed to stop running at all, right? So that get bucket won't be called anymore. We call stop, then we only call dispose after stop, right? Disconnect, stop, dispose. Okay, let's just add extra checks like I don't know. Okay, let's set it, I don't know. Um, Disposed. Hi. Hello. Bye. Goodbye. It disconnected finally without issues. Yeah, I think it works. It's cool. Yeah, that's all for today.